Sometimes a show will hit pause on everything just to zoom in on one character for an episode, and when it's done right, it can truly be one of the most unforgettable episodes of the entire series. So here are some of the best deep dive character episodes in TV history. Alright, I gotta start with the episode that inspired me to make this video, and that's Guest from The Leftovers. I just watched this episode last night, and I'm still thinking about it. I mean, it's a full deep dive into the character of Nora Durst, a woman who lost her entire family in the departure. And it's not just the emotional sob story you'd expect diving into a character like Nora. It's uncomfortable, surreal, and opens up so many new questions. This episode is really just a journey from grief to acceptance. I mean, we watch her try and cope, but we also watch her slowly fall apart. There are so many insane scenes in this episode, it had me glued to my seat. But what makes this episode even more fascinating, in my opinion, is how it still opens up so many mysteries about the show itself. I mean, I think this episode is the perfect blend of character study and world building. Like the hug from Holy Wayne at the end of the episode, I mean, did that actually fix her? And then there's the subtle hints showing a correlation between certain things and those that got departed, like the sugary cereal and the answers to question 121. I mean, I love how they are subtly dropping little hints that is also moving the story along while still really focusing on Nora and her struggles. I think this is easily one of the best episodes of The Leftovers I've seen so far. You had to have seen this coming. I simply can't talk about deep dive character study episodes without mentioning Lost, and my favorite example has to be the Walkabout. I mean, the entire first season of Lost is basically just a collection of deep dive episodes, but I think Walkabout is by far the best. We see this mysterious, calm, wilderness survivalist, and then piece by piece, the episode starts to show us the pain and rejection Locke faced off the island. I mean, it's just amazing. And then that final shot revealing he was in a wheelchair off the island, that doesn't just humanize him, it also deepens the mystery of the island all in one single moment. This episode is easily where Locke became one of, if not my favorite characters on the entire show, and it proved that Lost isn't just a mystery box show, it's a character-driven show with real emotional weight. You know I gotta mention one of the best episodes of Better Call Saul, and one of the best examples of a deep dive character episode, and that's 5-0. I mean, this episode really pulls back the curtain on Mike Ehrmantraut. It's the first time we see the pain he carries about his son's death and the guilt that still haunts him. I mean, I just talked about it in a recent video, but that scene where he breaks down and talks about how he broke his boy, it's easily the most vulnerable we see him in the entire show. Honestly, in both shows. This episode was really an all-time performance for Jonathan Banks, and he really doesn't get enough credit for it. And then finally, I have one of the most underrated deep dive character study episodes of all time, and it's Zuko Alone from Avatar: The Last Airbender. This episode steps away from the main crew and really focuses in on Zuko, as we get flashbacks to his childhood and see the pain and isolation he had to endure. This is one of the first times the show asks to empathize with him, and it shows that while he's not a hero yet, he's definitely not a one-note villain either. By the end of the episode, you truly understand why Zuko is the way he is, and I think this is the best example of a character study episode in an animated series ever. When a show takes a second to really focus in on one character, it can give you one of the most emotional, powerful, and even mysterious episodes in the entire series. So what's your guys' favorite deep dive episode in TV history?